Okay, well, first we'll do this. Let me talk about the discussion post, and people can sort of do that while I get the peer review thing ready to go, and then I will send emails to everybody with their partner and the actual essay because I'll download the most whatever's in Canvas now. I'll download and we'll use that. So discussion post for the week 4 is pretty simple. I need you to you're going to pick one of your main paragraphs. You're copying and pasting the paragraph into the discussion post. Then you're basically turning the paragraph into numbered sentences. We've done this before, I think. So then you have basically you have these single sentences that you're looking at. And what I'm looking for this time, before I was trying to talk about transitions, which is good. You can check and see how well one sentence moves to the next. That's good. But specifically for this, I'm trying to have you look at how often you're mentioning an author's name. Right? So you're going to highlight every time that you refer to one of the authors of an article that you're talking about. So this is my example. Right? So I wrote this one. I guess it's about mental illness. And then I just highlighted all the places where I refer to people or to the authors. The idea is to see how often you do that, right? So, for example, this paragraph is, I don't know, eight sentences, mine. And so 5 of the 8 mention an author. So you are trying for that, something like that. You want to make sure that you keep the author's name from one of your articles sort of in the essay. So this is just a test to see if you're doing that. If you're not, you need to figure out a way to bring them in more. What I'm hoping to prevent is like people sort of going off topic and starting to talk about the subject and everything, right? So this subject here is dealing with mental illness in America and how that used to be looked at, and so, but I don't start getting into explaining much about it. I want to stick to here's what this author says about it, and they make this very clear, while this other author uses something else or points out something different or supports the same thing. So you want to have the majority of your sentences in your paragraphs referencing authors of your articles. Because again, it's a literature review, which means the whole point is you're reviewing a bunch of articles on a subject. And you're basically explaining that to everybody. So that's what that is. Discussion post, pick a long paragraph, copy and paste it, break it into 1, 2, 3, 4, which is pretty easy to do. And then just look for authors' names and highlight them, right? And then I can scroll through and see what people have or what they're doing. Again, if you don't have very many, right, then you know that you want to find a way to bring them in more, and make sure that you're making points sort of in reference to them. Okay, let me show you this peer review.